What's up, boys? Girls? Basically no one, honestly. You guys are just listening. Um Today I wanted to talk about the things that people can accept. Um Something very interesting that I've found is the things that people are willing to accept, you know? For example, like one of the main things that I was always looking for is I was always looking for somebody to accept my evil. I suppose like the worst parts of me. Um, but somebody might accept the worst parts of you, but not accept your weakness. Your weakness might be the worst parts of you to another person, and your evil could simply be a part of you that people are just okay with. Um, that's it's a weird feeling. I hadn't considered that. Um, because weakness for me, I suppose, is a vulnerability that can be supported. I guess that's how I see it. I suppose it's not how everybody sees it though, because I'm not everybody, and frankly, I'm a little abnormal. So I guess that makes sense, right? Part of the learning process, like seeing how people are. Um, I have learned to lead with my weakness, and then if people can accept that, then I start sprinkling in the rest. Um, Almost to seem as weak as possible to open up, because I do have my strong points, right? I'm rather creative, assertive, confrontational. I can get things done. I'm well mannered, so on and so forth. I do have my pros. Of course, I have a lot of cons as well. I've taken a lot of damage throughout the years. Um, you don't do the things that I've done and get away scot free. So I lack in certain areas. However, it's a little interesting because the weakness to some people can be a strength. Some people can look at it and think of it as a positive thing and enjoy um the difference or the juxtaposition between you and the average person depending on how you carry your weakness. um Not everybody will see it that way, but if you lead with your weakest, then you simply have the rest to show your strength. If somebody can accept you at your lowest, then they can take you at your highest, of course. um it's difficult to do that. It's difficult to project your lowest. I suppose I've become rather good at it because my lowest is all I had for a while. Um, when I was like truly alone, I mean, the most alone I'd ever been, I was at my lowest every day. Um, it's kind of odd. I stopped doing it as of late, but at one point in my life, I'd wake up every morning and I'd say, it's another day in paradise. Then, when it was no longer paradise, I'd wake up screaming, fuck, I'm still alive. I can't believe it. Why am I still alive? Every morning, I'd wake up like that. I'd sleep on this couch right here too, because my bed was a little too big. Um, it would just be me screaming at the world. That was my lowest every day. Every time I would talk to somebody new, that's all they would know. They'd simply know my lowest, and that was good. It was a good thing to show people that. It's an addicting thing as well because that type of vulnerability, that type of showing things to people, is something that most have never had before. It's a unique experience for someone to be able to show themselves in such a frankly pathetic light. Um, but it allows you to build so much more, right? Um, Not only, I would say it shatters the expectation of who you're supposed to be. And then anything you are is you, whether it's good or bad or hardworking or lazy, right? You've already shown your lowest, so anything above it, you're simply building on yourself. You're showing somebody the inner workings on something they're interested in seeing grow. Um, and it doesn't even have to be a manipulation thing. This can just be the way you show yourselves to people. Now, this has its own downsides as well. If you show somebody your belly, eventually somebody's gonna stab it. You know, the turtle on its back doesn't last long around predators, and many people will look at you differently because of it. Maybe it's a risk worth taking, I think. Today, I have had a good day, I think. Tomorrow, I have plans with my Puerto Rican friend, and I'm going to be cooking, and it's going to be really nice, I think. Um, I cook traditional Panamanian food that we eat in our little farms for a person who grew up on her little farm in Puerto Rico. I think it'll be a nice experience. Then afterwards, I'm going to shoot pool with a girl who's a Mexican American, much more American than Mexican, I think, but still, I think that'll also be fun. And you know, I suppose that I'm just a very honest and forthright person. I have a bunch of flaws. I'm frankly horrible in many, many, many aspects, but I'm honest. I wear myself on my sleeve, and maybe that's all anybody can ask for, honestly. They can look for somebody who's better overall, who's going to have better motivations or something like that. But a better person can be ashamed of more. Because when a better person messes up, they feel that guilt. I mess up all the time, right? I'm not afraid to say it. I've been hot garbage for a large portion of my life. Because I'm capable of such things, I can, take somebody I care about and do my best. And sometimes mess up there, but do my best nonetheless. Anyway, long-winded way to say being vulnerable isn't always so bad. Sometimes things can be okay for a while. Sometimes that's okay. Take it easy, guys.